contest of the evening is a professional bout to be fought over 3 rounds in the catchweight division of the FCC. So introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, he ends the night with a professional mixed martial arts record of 2 victories and 2 defeats, representing Paramela, Karim Miard. And his opponent standing across the cage, fighting out of the red corner, enters tonight with a mixed martial arts record of 5 victories and 2 defeats, representing MMA Academy Liverpool, Karim Miard. The referee in charge of the action is
Referee Dean Weir about to get this one underway. Catchweight action. Aaron Abbey taking on France's Karim Miard. Abbey originally set to compete at flyweight this evening, but a late change of opponent due to injury. Karim Miard taking this on a week's notice. Certainly doesn't look like he's come here to lose tonight. Sharp striking from the Frenchman already.
Yeah, Abbey looking very light on his feet. Very swift with his strike entries.
Nice kick to the body from the MMA Academy project. UFC veteran Jason Tan in his corner, as well as former FCC champ Petra Menga. A nice right hand though from Karim Miard there.
Yeah, Abbey looking for that ankle pick, and he's pulled the leg out very nicely. Good work from the Frenchman to replace it with his hand as the post. But getting the body lock eventually.
You're going to think it's a good move for Abbey to take this to the ground. Obviously, full rules mixed martial arts still illegal in France, and I know that Karim has competed in a number of bouts where there's been no strikes to the head of a grounded opponent, so perhaps a little bit out of his comfort zone here against Aaron Abbey.
It's funny, it's something we do say quite a lot when the French fighters come on, but they always seem to be very well prepared for all these scenarios. Of course, the cage is another thing they don't have to deal with in the French interpretations of mixed martial arts.
On the plus side, though, Josh, that means that they're used to traveling. They're traveling all over Europe to take fights, so stepping into someone's backyard, not really a problem.
It was a tricky inside shoulder lock for a second from Miard on the bottom, looking to get his hips out. Now he's got a good grip for an arm bar. You see that left arm locking up the right arm of Abbey.
He's certainly looking like he's not completely out of his depth on this ground here, the Frenchman.
Not at all. I mean, the French guys do tend to have a pretty good ground game. Judo is huge in the whole of France, but I mean, their grappling in general is very good. But it's a good step over into half guard from Abbey, and a good reversal from the Frenchman.
Oh, big punches coming in from Karim Miard there.
Oh yeah, just caught Abbey's head pinned at an awkward angle. Trying to take the back, now scrambling to a top position. But Abbey's up on this single leg. Looking to pull that ankle out.
And the knee blocked by the arm of Karim Miard there. Just saved himself from taking that flush to the face. Abbey still all over him though.
A good persistence from Abbey here. Big pick up and a huge slam from him, and he did a great job of turning his man all the way out so he doesn't have to contend with the guard. Landing inside control.
Josh, you spoke about judo being very big in France. Ahmad Guy in the corner of Karim Miard. We'll see him in action later on this evening. A noted judo player, but it's Aaron Abbey with a move familiar to many judo players being attempted here.
He's searching for Kimura. Can't quite see if he's got the grip locked up. Well, going for the armbar, nice transition. Can he sit him back down, and he just loses control of the head.
Great work to switch for that armbar from the young man from the MMA Academy. Karim Miard now on top. Let's see what he can do in an offensive position on the ground.
Yeah, he looks to step over in a half guard now. No, I mean, it was a good attempt from Abbey on that submission. Just couldn't quite lock up the leg over the head to control the posture. Turns out to turtle.
And wrapping up the arm from the bottom position now is Karim Miard.
Yeah, I mean, the Frenchman looked for a reverse triangle, actually, or an inverted triangle, should I say. And just missed his entry, and that's put him on the bottom position again.
Abbey looking to pile on the pressure with some big knees there to the side. Not giving his opponent any respite here in the first round.
And a cut has definitely opened up on the left eye of Miard now.
Big punches from Abbey. And we may be asking the question, if this goes into the second round, Josh, how fit is Karim Miard going to be taking this fight on a few days' notice?
Yeah, he's trying to lock up the arms again, climb his guard a little bit higher. Abbey sits his weight bit down as he looks to just step over into half guard. Very common pass. Going for the guillotine now. Oh, into mount.
Mount to guillotine. He's got this locked up tight, Josh.
He's got a huge amount of leverage here. This, I think, is going to be it.
Really trying to squeeze that guillotine. Karim Miard grimacing here.
He's doing everything he can.
Oh, it's the end of the round.
Well, I mean,
and we saw the bulging eyes of Karim Miard there.
There was definitely some neck crank action going on as well in that choke. I mean, the torque that Aaron Abbey was able to get from that mounted position was phenomenal.
You talk about saved by the bell. I wonder how tired Aaron Abbey's arms are going to be after cranking that guillotine attempt. But a positive start from both these young men, Josh. We've seen a few nice flashes from either man. You've got to give the majority of the momentum to Abbey at this juncture, but certainly not out of the fight as the Frenchman.
No, not at all. Did some great work in the grappling exchanges there, but you're right, Aaron Abbey had probably the better consistent time on top there, and of course he had a couple of good submission attempts thrown into the mix.
We see Vincent Delguera in the corner of Karim Miard. He challenged for the FCC welterweight European title last time out at FCC 13. Unfortunately had to retire due to a hand injury. The second round underway between Karim Miard and Aaron Abbey here. Exchange of kicks to start things off, and Abbey immediately going for the takedown.
Got in so deep on the entry, right around the hips, that just needs to change direction a couple of times, and it earned him a fantastic takedown early. Looking to wrap the upper body up to stop the Frenchman crawling away from him on his back.
Abbey looking to perhaps pass over into man here, and he does. Miard trying to get out the back door though, and he'll attack the leg on the way out. Nice scramble back on the feet, and it's Abbey once again applying pressure up against the cage, looking for that takedown.
Yeah, going for the ankle pick again. That worked well for him earlier. The Frenchman's going to replace the post with the right hand, probably.
Looking for the knee there, didn't quite get much on it that time. And Josh, for a man who's taken this fight on just a few days' notice, Karim Miard certainly hanging in there. Definitely not just flown over from France to make up the numbers tonight.
No, he's trying 100% sweep here, getting under the arm, but just taking his eyes off his hips at that point, and immediately you see Abbey trying to step over that leg and move to half guard. It really is a good sequence that these guys have got down. Good guard recovery from the Frenchman.
Oh, big elbow from Aaron Abbey there. That one really did boom around the arena. Miard looking to hang on to that head of Aaron Abbey and throw the legs up.
Yeah, I mean, he's been making motions like he's going to attack the arms, he's going to attack the neck from here, but he hasn't really pulled the trigger on any of them yet. You know, he gets his legs into where he can launch an attack from, and then he just gets shut down and put back to a more neutral position.
Abbey looking very comfortable in top control here. He's been in some wild fights early in his career. A more pedestrian pace this time, but he's still being made to
triangle
work.
entry, but no, saw it coming from a mile away, got both arms outside. Immediately again, look how he just violently steps over and then sits that left hip down. You see he's trying to get that left knee into the hip and earns mount. What a fantastic pass sequence from Aaron Abbey.
And scoots his man off the cage, but again, Karim Miard looking to go out the back door.
Yeah,
won't quite get it this time.
Almost had the hooks in the armpits.
And let's see what Aaron Abbey can do. Miard doing his best to keep him off balance and preventing the posture.
He might get armbarred if he keeps pushing his arms too high there, but he's done enough to force the scramble. Oh, lovely passing sequence from Abbey. Never gave up control of those underhooks on the legs.
Immediately looks for that Kimura, Josh. Trying to get the leg over the head and crank the arm.
He gives it up. He's going back to the guillotine now. He's given up the half guard. Oh, he's switching through for a Das as well.
Plenty of options for Aaron Abbey here. Again, back to a guillotine, it looks like.
And this is if he gets under the chin with this, it's horrible. The amount of pressure you can put on when someone's back is crushed up against the cage.
Short punches and a nice knee to the belly there from Aaron Abbey. Keeping busy on top, scoring points. And it's getting difficult to see where Karim Miard can get back into this one now. He's going to need something big in the final round if it gets that far.
Oh, and he's got a fantastic angle to attack here, if he can use it, but he doesn't. Story of the fight really so far for Miard. He ends up on the bottom. He shows a few flashes of potential good work from his back.
Oh, big shots from Aaron Abbey.
And Abbey shuts him down. And, you know, credit to Abbey. His passing game has been phenomenal tonight.
Miard looking to get the body triangle from the bottom. Final 10 seconds of the second round here at FCC 14. And it's another one in the books for an Aaron Abbey, Josh.
Yeah, absolutely. Decisive round for him there.
It's going to be a long way back for the young man from Parabellum at this point. And they're trying to shake some of the lactic acid out of his arms. Wake him up for one last run at Aaron Abbey. Abbey looking very calm over in his corner though. Taking advice from Jason Tan and Pietro Menga. Menga, of course, a former FCC professional flyweight European champion. Had a number of very exciting fights here in the promotion early in his MMA career. Jason Tan been around the MMA scene a long, long time and now a highly respected trainer. Producing guys like Aaron Abbey. He's had some great fights here on FCC in the past. And looks to be cruising to a victory over Karim Miard, it has to be said, Josh.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, you know, the momentum's all with him now. He seems to have the game plan down. His takedowns have been good effect, and then he passes consistently when he does. So, you know, I think probably no change in the game plan for Aaron Abbey. That was a slightly lazier takedown entry than we saw at the start of the second round.
Oh, flying knee from Karim Miard. Turning up the tempo here. Unable to sprawl out on that takedown though, Josh.
Oh, and he jumped for a guillotine, just couldn't secure the body on the way down, and he's given up. Side control again, and you fear this is going to be tough for him to come back from with the type of control and passing we've already seen from Abbey.
And this is exactly where Aaron Abbey wants this fight at this point, Josh. It's a low-risk, high-reward strategy for him.
Yeah, it certainly is. Blocking the hip well, moving to mount very nicely indeed. Needs to tuck his feet a bit quicker though. He's basing out a little bit too wide perhaps.
And let's see what Aaron Abbey can do here. Is he going to go for a finish? Looking to take the back, both hooks in, flattening his man out. We could see a late submission here, Josh.
Can't see the grip on the neck, but it could just be a matter of time with the amount of hip pressure coming in and the torque under the neck. I mean, It's just neck crank. Getting on the face and neck cranking from this position can be horrendously painful, but clearing one hook.
Referee Dean Witt taking a very close look at this. Very difficult to see where that choke is.
Oh, it's a short choke. It was definitely over the face, I think, rather than the... And the Frenchman's done a good job of freeing one hook. If he can turn back into Abbey, he could completely free himself here. Oh, but flattened out again.
This could be dangerous, Josh. He's got that one arm underneath the neck.
Yeah, his other glove is trapped, however, and that's what's stopping him from finishing this choke.
And that may be all that's keeping Miard in the fight at this juncture.
That is under the chin very firmly. If that glove comes out, this is going to be over.
Abbey trying to get some bite on this.
Oh, he just needs to withdraw that left hand a little bit. Suck it back, and the Frenchman turns back into him nicely.
And Karim Miard all heart here, Josh. Gutting out that submission attempt.
Yeah, I think Abbey should look to pass again as quickly as possible.
Real warrior spirit shown by the Frenchman. I think a lot of men may have taken the easy way out there. As we said earlier, certainly not here to make up the numbers. Karim Miard showing his toughness against Abbey. As the second ticks down, Abbey just racking up more points with these short, irritating little chopping shots. Staying nice and heavy on top.
Yeah, he looks to do the same pass again. You saw him try and withdraw that left leg to step over.
Looking to wrap up the neck, perhaps. But it just doesn't look like he has it in him at this point, Josh.
No, I think perhaps this is just starting to take its time, wear him down a bit too much. You know, fighting off that choke, really, it was great defensive work, but it certainly sucked a lot of the remaining energy out of him as Abbey mounts once more. And if the Frenchman too readily exposes his back again, you can bet Abbey's going to jump on it quickly.
It could be a matter of pride at this point, Josh, that Karim Miard is fighting for. Does get top position, doesn't have a lot of time to do something with it.
Yeah, I mean, Abbey could probably afford to just hold on to this position and lock his guard down, but, you know, let's see if he chooses to attack from here.
Miard trying to find some space for an elbow. Abbey just walking himself off the cage. Flat feet on the corner pad there, perfectly legal. Just can't put your toes through the cage. Oh, big punch there from Karim Miard. He's certainly not letting Aaron Abbey get off lightly in this one, Josh.
No, but he's going to need a lot more of those if they're going to pay off for him. He's almost certainly losing this match. And he's stuck inside this closed guard in this stalling and nullifying posture. He's not going to help him too much.
Final few seconds of the fight. And there we have it. An incredibly gutsy display from Karim Miard. Took this fight on very short notice. Fought a tough guy with a good record in his own backyard. But it's Aaron Abbey with a reasonably flawless performance. Strong takedown, strong top control. Good changes of position when he needed to. A lot to take away from this fight. It's positive for Aaron Abbey.
Absolutely. I mean, look, good takedowns, good control, great passing. You know, if he can just lock up some of those finishing details, his ground game's going to be a real struggle for some of his opponents from here on out.
After 3 hardcore rounds, we go to our judges this evening with a unanimous decision. Your winner in the
And again.